All right, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of JB360. So before we start, I figured I'd show you version 2 of my 72 volt RoadRunner, aka the Pocket Rocket. This bike has gone, I would say, a substantial change from the first version, which was noticeably I only had one battery in the center panel. And I actually experimented with a couple of things, one being the single battery, and then I actually added a second battery to it before I decided, you know what, I do need just one full frame battery for this bike. So I ended up actually purchasing a new battery. Well, actually not purchasing, I actually traded the two batteries that I had originally in here for the one that you see in there now. This is a 42 amp hour moly cell pack, 21,700 cells, and yeah, I believe the discharge rate is like 450 amps. The thing is very solid. I've been riding with it pretty much to and from work, and I still have probably about like 60-70% remaining on the battery. Super high quality. I had gotten the battery from Sal from E Street Bikes. He might be getting more in stock, so if any of you guys are interested in getting a battery for your 72 volt RoadRunner or your Tronic build, I would definitely hit up E Street Bikes because this battery fits so well in the frame. I'll actually throw a picture of it on the screen right now. It just kind of just fit in there like a glove. So yeah, other changes in version 2, obviously the most notable is the side panels. I had gotten these side panels actually cut and had screw holes put in these from a place in Chinatown called Canal Plastics. And yeah, the guy was really awesome. I think it was like cost like $40 in total to get both panels. It wasn't too bad. The material itself is like sort of this like tinted like smoke look to it, so that's one of the reasons that I got it. And yeah, what other changes do we got? Oh yes, the controller, the other YYK controller is actually located in the front here now. I temporarily mounted it here to the front of the frame, and as you can see, there's just enough clearance for it to not be an issue. So yeah, that's where the new controller location is. Let's see, other changes. The most obvious one, I'm just looking at it right now. So, as you'll find out later in the video, I actually ended up installing these highway pegs / pedals, because I was having an issue on the Staten Island ferry with not having pedals on these. So I said, you know what? No pedals, no problem. So I had to install these. It actually works out pretty well because I'm able to put my foot in between here, in between the peg and this foot pedal, and it gives it like almost like a secure feeling when I'm riding. But anyways, this is version 2 of the bike. I dig it a lot. This bike, man, is like such a treat to ride, like especially like in the city. And you get like those sort of like those looks from people that are like, what the fuck is this thing? But yeah, other than that, man, just riding this thing around and just beating cars off the line and, you know, going that fast at such a low height is definitely like an indescribable feeling. I don't even know how to explain it. It's crazy. So yeah, guys, let's get to riding and let's see how this thing performs, man. Yo, this thing is so fast. Oh my god. Holy moly. What is up, guys? We are in the city with the RoadRunner. This is our second time bringing the mini bike over, and it is definitely a little bit of a challenge to ride this thing in the city. Just a little bit. One of the factors is just visibility overall, especially during the day. A little bit sketched out. Not to mention the potholes and the lower center of gravity. I am feeling everything. And also the cabbies. They are terrible at driving here. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's tough to navigate through here. Woo. Gotta be careful. Got to be very careful. New York City started patching up a lot of the streets. They usually do it during the summertime. It's
You made that yourself?
I built it, yeah.
Oh, you built it.
Yeah, so one motor in the front, one in the back.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so it's about like 10,000 watts.
Shit,
Yeah.
how much you charge to build one of those?
This one cost me about 4,000.
How much?
4,000 to make it. Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah. Yeah, the most expensive part was the battery.
You have a website that you made them on?
No, I just did it for fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Check it out, right? Tight fit, people. Damn. This is a super tight fit. You gotta kind of like navigate your way. Find any spots that you can. Just watch your feet. Yeah. It's the reality of riding in New York City, unfortunately. Gotta make our own paths. Ooh, look at that. KTM Duke, man. Oh, boy. So stressful going through this traffic, man. It's Thursday. Everybody's trying to get to happy hour. It's just a freaking mess, especially in Midtown. It's so crowded that a lot of people that are walking on the sidewalks have to sometimes walk on the street. It's just so terrible. And look, I can't even fit through. Look, see, boom, see, nope. That's a no-no. I think if I had a skinnier bike, these bars are like mountain bike handlebars, so I don't think I could fit. But can I fit in this? Yeah, I fit. Yeah. Oh my god, that burnout is just so funny. Oh man. Woo. It's the benefits of having a lower bike, I guess. What's up, man? Just had to say hi. How's it going? Nice surron, man. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Is that a fake police? Fake police chasing fake police. That was kind of weird. Whoa, what the hell, bro? And I had to try and leave work early because it gets so crazy during rush hour. I'd rather just finish my work at home, you know? So it's always good to leave the office a little bit early. Oh, hell no, I ain't fucking with sand, bro. I already dealt with that before. One of the things I need to put on this mini bike, on this RoadRunner actually, is side view mirrors. Thing is, right, if I get the side view mirrors, they need to obviously go on top because this thing is so small in terms of height. It's nice bike. Wrong way, man. For those of you who don't know, there's actually a street in Manhattan. It's actually spelled Houston, but over here we pronounce it Houston. The reason being, don't ask me, I have no idea why, but... Oh, look. This is one of Google's headquarters over here. Last week, I had an interesting interaction with one of the Staten Island ferry staff. That was, I guess you could say they're more so the point person for when bikes come in to the boat. So basically, you know, I've been going on the ferry for, I guess, a little bit over 2 years now, going on 3 years, and I haven't really had an issue with, you know, getting my bike onto the boat. Mainly because a lot of my bikes, they have pedals. So as you know, bringing the RoadRunner onto the ferry, the RoadRunner is in a very, very unique category. It is not at all, you can't really call this a scooter, right? You could probably call it like more so like an e-bike more than anything. But it falls into this weird category where it's not really, go ahead. You good? Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. It falls into this weird category where you can't really put it into one over the other. So it's in this really weird gray area within a gray area. But nonetheless, I actually tried getting on with the RoadRunner, going from Manhattan back home to Staten Island. But the only issue was really the pegs. And the security guy saw it. He basically said, yeah, you can't get on here with that bike or this motorbike. But he categorized it as a motorbike, which I found interesting. Because when you look at this thing, does this thing really look like a motorbike to you? No, right? This thing is more like I put it almost like a Jetson Bolt kind of category. Coming home from a 10-hour shift, I'm just trying to get home to my wife, my son. I don't really want to deal with this bullshit. So they ended up calling a supervisor because he didn't know what to do about my bike, because I was basically telling him, hey, you know, this is a sit-down scooter. This is how they retail it. You know, this is, you know, you see these things on the city all the time. You see these things all over, pretty much. But no, he, you know, decided he wants to call the supervisor, make a big issue out of it. And yeah, basically the guy said, it has to look like a stand-up scooter. So I'm like, well, dude, I mean, I have no other way of getting home. Like, this is my main source of transportation. You know, if I knew this was going to be such a big issue, then I probably wouldn't have come here in the first place. But they let me on originally. Basically, they couldn't let me on, so I ended up taking a $65 Uber ride back to Staten Island. And man, I was so frustrated. You know, because the ferry is free and it's only like 10 minutes from my house from the ferry, and it's just a whole lot of nothing, because it's like the city itself doesn't know how to categorize e-bikes and scooters. They think basically, oh, I'm gonna Google this e-bike, what an e-bike looks like, and yeah, this is the standard, and if it doesn't look like this, you're not getting on the boat. And that's the issue that I had yesterday, because he even had the nerve to say, no, we can't let you on because you have a battery also, in addition to the pegs. You know, that was just my little rant about the whole Staten Island ferry situation. So just know, if you got a RoadRunner, they will most likely turn you away. Personally, in my opinion, I think it was the guy that was on staff. The guy on staff is usually, I could just say he's not that friendly. And he's definitely looking to see if you have any pegs or not. So it really does depend. That's just my opinion. But just to play it safe, and just so you guys know, on the Staten Island ferry, the RoadRunner is not really allowed. All right, guys. Whoa, bus. Dang. Been killing it on that moped, bro. So I'm taking a little bit more of the scenic route back home. Only because it's nighttime here in this city, and I don't want to deal with like shitty roads. And this road over here is a little bit more forgiving. Well, this guy's not forgiving. The last time I was here, when I took this route past the Flatiron building over here, I got a pretty bad flat. The freaking nail was like 6 inches. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Oh, that was bad. Oh, this is one Achilles heel of the this RoadRunner is its lack of rear suspension. Yeah, I got the freaking nail over here, man. That was on my X-Class. That was so annoying. I got stranded in the city, but thankfully Bike Express was able to help me with the flat. Yeah, this is my old skateboard route, my old e-board route. The roads got worse here. People don't look, man. They don't have the walking sign, but yet they still end up walking. Ooh, go figure. Yeah, West Side Highway, man. I love it when it's empty. city is super quiet at night sometimes, especially when there's no one honking. Yeah guys, if you enjoy the content, please feel free to like, comment, or even subscribe. And I know I don't say this enough, but I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support. But yeah, it's been quite a trip, man, and I'm glad you guys are here with me for the ride. No pun intended. But anyways, hope you guys have a good night, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, y'all.